no Rock Nation, no good music. But somehow I still rock the nation with good music. No Maybach music, no Young Money cosign. Sat in my cousin Maybach and daydreamed the whole time. Ambitious, ambitious.
First game is the Packers at the Lions.
This right here is the week that the Packers lose. Every Thanksgiving, the Lions are usually pretty bad. They always play hard. And this year they're actually a good team, and their offense is clicking. And Green Bay giving 26 points to a mediocre Tampa Bay offense. I think Detroit will be able to put over 40 up on them and win this game in a shootout by a score of 45 to 38.
Now that the Lions established a running game with Kevin Smith, I feel they could do a lot better. And Calvin Johnson's going to catch 2 touchdowns.
It's a good point that they traditionally have this game and they really have nothing going for them. And this year it's quite the opposite. So yeah, I like what you're saying. I'll go with the Lions.
Matthew Stafford threw 7 interceptions the past 2 weeks. I see him throwing maybe 3 this week, so I'll go with the Packers. Next game is the Dolphins at the Cowboys.
Upset special league right here. Miami is rolling right now, and Dallas struggled to beat a terrible Redskins team last week. And Miami's playing really well. I think they go into Dallas, and they get a 27-20 win.
Matt Moore for the Dolphins proving himself right now. I feel he's going to be their starter for a couple more years. And Brandon Marshall catches at least 1 touchdown.
I like the momentum that Miami is going as well. I'm going to go Miami.
The only reason why Green Bay want the Cowboys to lose is so the Eagles can catch up to make it playoffs. But I'll go with the Cowboys there. Next game is the 49ers at the Ravens.
This is the Battle of the Brothers. I think this is also the game of the week this week. I think that it's going to be a very, very tight game. It comes down to the wire, but I think in the end, the Ravens will be able to pull it out with a late field goal in the 24-21, and I think that John is.
I feel that the 49ers are playing really good right now, and I'm a Pittsburgh fan, so the Ravens are going to lose.
I'm right with you. I would love to see the 49ers win, although I have no love for either Harbaugh.
Yeah, I'll take the 49ers. Next game is the Cardinals at the Rams.
John Skelton had 3 picks and 99 yards last week. They had some no name in there after him. If they don't have Kevin Goff back this week, they have no chance even with him. I still think they can. I still don't think they can beat the Rams, and I think Steven Jackson is from fantasy performer of the week. I think he goes for 200 yards, and I think that at home the Rams hold serve and win this game 21-13.
Ever since the Rams got Brandon Lloyd, he's had a touchdown reception in every one of his games so far. And I feel with that and Steven Jackson, the Rams are going to win.
Rams and
And St. Louis.
okay. Yeah, I'll take the Rams.
Yeah, I'll take the Rams here too. Next game is the Buccaneers at the Titans.
I was almost going to pick the Buccaneers with questions with Matt Hasselbeck, but with the way their defense is, I don't think it's going to matter. I think that they played the best game they could play last week, and I don't think they played that good 2 weeks in a row. And I think at home, regardless of who their quarterback is, I think Chris Johnson's a big game in Tennessee. Will hold serve at home and win the game by a score of 24-17.
Both of my fantasy running backs play in this game. And I feel that if the Buccaneers can get Garrett Blunt running and Josh Freeman completing his passes, the Buccaneers win.
I don't think the Buccaneers are going to win.
Yeah, I'll take the Titans here too. Next game is Browns at the Bengals.
Cleveland has a pretty decent defense, but Colton Quinn has a lot to work with, and in a loss, Andy Dalton still had the most passing yards last week against good Ravens defense. I think he'll have another big game this week, and I think Cincinnati will go into Cleveland and win this game 20-14. I mean, at home, 20-14.
Besides Cam Newton, I feel Andy Dalton's the best rookie in the league right now. With A.J. Green, if he plays, the Bengals blow him out, but if he doesn't,
long ball. I'm going to go Cincinnati.
Yeah, I'll go with Bengals here too. Next game is the Bills at the Jets.
Yeah, Buffalo's season's just getting out of control more and more each week. And the Jets defense played stellar in Buffalo last time. There's no reason they won't do that again at home. And I think Sanchez finally gets back on track here after a couple bad weeks. And I say that the Jets at home will hold serve and they wouldn't be able to win this game 20-10 over Buffalo.
You said the Bills or the Bears?
Bills.
All right. I feel Ryan Fitzpatrick gets back on track this week. And Fred Jackson goes for at least 120, 2 touchdowns, and the Bills beat the Jets.
I'd like to see them keep it close, but I feel like the Bills are deteriorating. I'm going Jets.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my surprise team this year. They don't look too good no more. So I go with the Jets.
You did only pick them for 8. You only picked them for 8 beginning of the year. They have to do much more.
Next game is Houston, Texans at Jacksonville.
This is Matt Leinart's first start since not getting a fair shot in Arizona, and he's had some time to learn and mature. He's obviously not Matt Shaw, but I think he can still win this team the division, and they still have the best running game in the NFL. I think with their 2 backs will be over 1,000 yards. So I still say that Houston will be able to go into Jacksonville and win this game by a score of 27-10.
You without Matt Schaub, the Texans still have Andre Johnson and a very good running game. Having Arian Foster and Ben Tate, and I feel the Texans are just going to do the Texans.
I agree that the Texans, I think, have more weapons.
Andre Johnson's supposed to come back this week after the bye, so I take the Texans. Next game is the Panthers at the Colts.
Let's make it official. The Colts are going to go defeated here. If they were going to win a game, it would be last week. And Carolina played one heck of a good game against Lions last week. I think Cam Newton has his biggest game of his career, and they put up over 35 points in this game. I say that the Panthers go into Indy and win 38-20.
The Colts are nothing without Peyton Manning, and I feel Cam Newton is going to put up at least 3 touchdowns and 1 rushing. And they can't do it.
Yeah, I think the Panthers are going to beat the Colts. I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, I take the Panthers too. Next game is the Vikings at the Falcons.
The Vikings are probably, or maybe, I'm not sure, will be out without Adrian Peterson, and Toby Gerhart has just as much power as AP, but not nearly the speed. And I think it's just too much for him to overcome in Atlanta, and I think Atlanta does have an issue with this, and they win this game pretty easily, 30-17.
Pick the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't think that Minnesota can get much done anywhere. I think the Falcons as well.
Yeah, I picked the Falcons here too. Next game is the Bills at the Raiders.
The Bears season has officially, in their playoff chance, officially ended. Jay Cutler's broken thumb. Whoever they're Haney or whatever, he's not going to do anything. Even though the defense is still good. So whether Oakland gets McFadden back or not this week, I have to say that pretty defensive, low-scoring game. They get a 17-7 win here.
For the Bears, I just got to say one thing. Get Brett Favre if you want to continue this streak. And I feel the Raiders are playing really good right now with Carson Palmer. And Demarius Moore has been the top receiver in the league since they got Carson Palmer. I feel the Raiders are going to win, and not Forte has a big game.
Yeah, Oakland.
Yeah, I take Oakland here too. Next game is the Redskins at the Seahawks.
Yeah, if the Redskins were going to win a game, it would have been last week, and they blew that one again. So Seattle's starting to play better too. So yeah, I think Sidney Rice has a big game, and I'll take Seattle at home to get a 24-13, whatever the Redskins do.
Marshawn Lynch is looking like a premier back in the league right now, playing like he did in college. I feel that he's going to have another big game against who are they playing?
Redskins.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah,
so I picked the Seahawks.
The Redskins are totally demoralized. By default, I pick the Seahawks.
Yeah, I pick the Seahawks here too. Next game is Broncos at the Chargers.
Tim Tebow, he had a great game last week. Beat the Jets at the end there, and I don't see any reason why we won't do it again. The Chargers are completely falling apart. And I think Norv Turner is going to be looking for a job by the end of the year. And I think it's down to the Broncos and Raiders for the AFC West. And Broncos stay right with them this week and go into San Diego and get a 20-7 win over the Chargers. And and Broncos have a top 5 defense in football. Good defense.
I like Tim Tebow, but he's not a quarterback. And you put him at fullback or tight end. I feel Phillip Rivers is going to have a very good game this week, throwing at least 2 touchdowns against Jackson.
I'm not 100% a Tebow believer yet. He shows signs of greatness and then, you know, other things as well. San Diego is falling apart, though, so I think this is a tough call. I'll go Denver.
Yeah, Tim Tebow ain't a quarterback. He would never be a quarterback in this league, so I'll go with the Chargers. Next game is the Patriots at the Eagles.
Yeah, my team saved their season with a stellar defensive performance last week against the Giants. And Patriots defense is doing great last 2 weeks, but Sanchez had one of his worst games ever, and the Chiefs have Tyler Powell at quarterback. Nothing more needs to be said. And it doesn't matter who plays for the Eagles. I mean, McCoy's going to have, Sean McCoy's going to cook again, have a big game, and the receivers are going to do well. And the pass rush will get to Brady, and my Eagles will do just enough to get a 28-20 home win against the Patriots.
The Chiefs were hanging in there with the Patriots last night, and I feel that the Eagles are much better than the Chiefs will ever be. And if they get Michael Vick back and get LaShawn McCoy running, the Eagles beat the Patriots with LaShawn McCoy scoring 2 touchdowns.
I'm picking the Patriots.
Yeah, I pick the Patriots here too. Next game is the Steelers at the Chiefs.
Yeah, Pittsburgh had a bye week to prepare. Chiefs quarterback's Tyler Palco. It's honestly not even being worth watching. So the Steelers will take care of business easily and win this game 24 to. I'm going to say 24-0. They shut them out.
I'm going to go with the Steelers, and I predict them to win the Super Bowl.
I'd like to see, obviously the Steelers win, but I'd love to see them get back on track as far as getting some turnovers, getting some interceptions, and hoping that we can see some of that in this game.
Yeah, I pick the Steelers here too. Last game is the Giants at the Saints.
Like I've been saying for weeks now, the wheels are officially coming off the Giants. They got the Packers next week, got the Saints this week. Saints had a bye week to prepare. Drew Brees is going to have a stellar game. He throws for 5 touchdowns in this game, and the Saints win 30-20 at home, and the Giants' season goes by and Coughlin might get fired.
Besides Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees is the best quarterback in the league right now. And with Jimmy Graham as his tight end and one of the top receivers in the league, I feel Drew Brees hook up for at least 2 touchdowns and 100 yards receiving, pulling out a victory over the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants, I think, are erratic at best. Drew Brees has put up one of the top 3, I believe, is passing yard amounts so far this season. I'm going to go Saints.
Yeah, the Giants' pass rush is good, but I'll take the Saints here.